Today I'm reviewing the Flesh King Reverse RV Flush Valve. I'm Rob Scribner from RV Travel Buddy. Today I want to show you how to back flush your septic tank. So I've got to admit that Sherry and I used the wrong kind of toilet paper in here. We should use something that breaks up better. So I can kind of tell through my valve here that we've got toilet paper clogging up things. So we do have a back flush, a regular flushing system for our tank. So the hose you see right here actually goes into the septic tank. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to turn on the water and start flushing the tank. And I don't mean to gross anybody out. I'm going to show you through our clear tank of how much stuff is coming through. And this tank's been flushed quite a bit, quite a few times, but what I want to show you is how efficient the back flushing system works. So we're going to do a regular flush first and let you see it. So I'm going to start that right now. Okay, so I just turned on the water, and what I'm going to do is open up the valve to the black tank, and through this hose, and I want to remind you, this is not a drinking water hose, it's a little short hose, and yeah, I know white is usually your drinking water. This hose kind of leaks a little, so I turned it into a septic hose. So water is going into the tank right now, and I'm going to open up the valve, and I want you to see what's coming through the tank, which won't be pretty, but I'll prove a point here in a minute. Okay, the tank is open, and it's going to be flushing right now. So let's go take a look. So right now we're just doing a regular flush, and you can see I've actually done this tank a few times and it's still picking up a few things, and I've got water in the tank. I'm going to let it drain out, but you can see it's not really too dark, and it's actually picking up a little bit of waste. And what I want to show you is this new device I got right here. Is called a back flusher, and I got it from Camping World. And what we're going to do after this is done draining, you can see that it really isn't that dirty. And if we can get past the glare a little bit, you can see that we are getting a little bit of toilet paper, but that's still, I know I've got the wrong kind of toilet paper that we used in this tank, and it's going to take a little work to get it out. So this is what it looks like with a regular flush. And what I'm going to show you next is how we back flush it. Okay, so I've closed the valve right here so no water is going through, and I've hooked up a hose to this. And this is one of those little scrunchy hoses, so I can turn the water on right from here. So here we go. You'll see it working. So what it's doing, since I've got the valve closed here, is pushing water up into the tank. So it's allowing me to catch any excess toilet paper that might be in the hoses, and allows me to introduce water from a different position. So we're going to let that run for a little bit. So while the back flush water is going up, what I wanted you to realize before, you might want to move the video back, is we're getting clear water. Actually very little stuff was coming out. So as soon as I turn off this back flushing, what I want to demonstrate to you is what starts to come out, which is not going to be really dark, but it's going to show a lot of mass coming through. It's amazing how much back flushing will help clean your tank. So the next video I'm going to show you, next sequence here, I'm going to show you the water coming back out from the back flush. So here we go. Okay, now we've had this running for a couple of minutes now, and it's kind of interesting to hear the sounds of the tank of the water blurping backwards. So what I'm going to do is shut the water off from here, open up this valve, and then show you what comes out. Remember, the water was pretty clear when we were doing the first flush, and this tank's been rinsed out a few times, and I'm still getting stuff out of it. So here we go. I'm going to shut off the water, open up the valve, and see what comes through the tank. See what's coming out? Lots of stuff. More paper, more paper, more paper. Is that amazing or what? And that tank was clean. And yet look at all that coming out of there. So, for like $29, you can get this back flushing system. I highly recommend it. It works good. Look at all that paper coming through. Highly efficient. So, there you go. So, that was the end of our test. I just wanted to show you how well the backflow system works. It's a great way to flush out your tanks. Lesson learned here. Make sure you use good toilet paper that breaks down in the tank. We're suffering from the fact that we did not use the right kind of paper, and I'm going to be doing this process quite a few times until I get all that paper out. So anyway, lessons learned. Learned a new tool. Grateful for it. It's working well. I'm Rob Scribner from RV Travel Buddy. Have a great day. Bye now.